things I already said I was going to do that is not I'm not doing, obviously, is well,
Welcome to the mission.
I can. It's
Start
getting more
running. Lift
information.
off. Gear up and head out.
Here we go. Okay, this guy's like ambitious to get off the ground. Okay, we got this Air Atos. We're gonna choose to just go to Concrete Municipal. It's the shortest little hang gliding mission. We just jumped off of Mount Shukson. And this is in the Mount Baker Wilderness area, obviously, in Washington. And we're just about to hit the side of a mountain. There we go. I have put this is really a neat hang glider. I put the credits for the guy who made the mission and the aircraft in the description. Thanks, Mr. Olsson did the missions. See if chat is working. Let me test the chat. If anybody wants to comment or have any questions. You can see that I left that in because sometimes even having trouble can just give you some more exciting than just sitting there. Huh? I'm like, whoa. Okay, now that I tested the chat, I can get back into commenting on this. I think at the time I was like saying, "Whoa, that's a long way down." Is it going to show up on the chat? Yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah. This flight number 1 is the Cascades with the hang glider. Number 2, I really got lucky and on getting some views that I did not expect. It's like in a mission where we can go see the Aurora Borealis as it is depicted in Flight Simulator X. And by chance, with all of my sky upgrades and my star upgrades, I can show that off a little bit. My installation has billions of more stars than the standard one. They're out of the box, so and they've been, I can even like label and show the names of planets, but I don't do that. But you can tell planets from stars in here. And I captured, I didn't even know it did it. I actually captured falling stars in Flight Simulator. So it's really awesome. And it happened right at the beginning, it happens right at the very start of the next flight, so stay tuned for that. I'm not seeing if people are... I got rid of this. There's a nice song. It's like Reverie or something. It's like a slow song that plays in this, and I had to get rid of it for the copyright. And I was going to replace it with another song, and I did. And then I did this film, and I thought, oh, it just didn't work or what happened. But it turns out it was a typo. It does work. I can replace, I'm replacing these copyrighted songs with non-copyrighted songs in these missions. So that I can post them. But there you go. If you know the song Reverie or look it up and listen to it, that's what you would be hearing right now. It's kind of a classical flutes and, like trying to give you the old pressure. That's why right now you're not hearing any air or any sound at all. I think you might actually hear me talking. Some of this comes up, but maybe no, that's right. That was a previous try. You won't, but that's why nothing's going on now because of that tune, I think. No, that's not right. That is not right. I don't know why it's not. Yeah, we're hearing sounds, weren't we? Yeah, we've got volume. Oh, I needed to put this as full screen. Sorry about that. Get that thing to drop down on that stupid. There. Finally. So hope everybody's having a good night tonight. Thank you for stopping by. I can see some people showing up, more than one now. So yeah, we will. The sound should get back in on this after this part where the tune is playing. I guess we do have sound. It's just quiet. I'm not hearing the environment sounds as much as I thought it would. Sometimes voicemails like that will probably pop in here. I think I noticed it during the flight. Anyway, this is really that's Shannon. Well, it's Mount Baker Lake, the lowest to the right, and then we're going to be coming up on, or to the left. That's Mount Baker Lake, yeah. And then Lake Shannon's coming up. This is all like northeast of Seattle and the Washington portion of the Cascade Mountain Range. Yeah, I didn't say in the description, so we're going to be landing at Concrete Airport, city of Concrete down here. I'm going to do what I was supposed to do, which was, actually I don't want to, let's take that out of full screen. I know, I was supposed to make this more interesting myself. But since no one's here, I'm not going to talk a whole lot, I guess, except for I will show what we're seeing. So let's have some background music, shall we? Maybe that'll make this live show just a little bit more pleasant. Oh, here I'm just like losing it for some reason. I lost the angle of attack. 2 times I did this before. I was on the other side, and I couldn't barely. You can still make it barely if you keep flying level, but very rarely could I get any lift. Over here, I do. A little bit more. I hope, is my voice okay level with the music, and I think the music's probably high for hearing any environment sounds, but there's not that much except for wind blowing. There's no engine sound. Where's the engine sound? Oh, that's right. It's an Handglider. So yeah, stay tuned later for checking out the Aurora Borealis. It's not too long of a flight either. Both of these flights, well, actually it's a little longer this one, but so it's not going to be too real short or real long live stream. We'll be showing this off for about an hour and a half, I think, maybe. Mount Baker in all of its glory. So going there. I figured if I had bad areas right now, I could, if there's something that happens that was in there, if I review them, I'll be able to just jump ahead here, But I don't think there was anything that bad that lasted that too long in either of these, especially the last one. I did a couple of dry runs or a few dry runs, and kept having an issue here or there. Even if it was just like, oh, you got me, you were doing something else, and slam in the side of the mountain. But I knew there would be some good possibilities, and I had already flown right through the Aurora Borealis. We're going to fly through that thing. And another time I couldn't do it and miss it. If you can be above it, you can be below it. But I didn't know. By accident, I was like went in the middle, and it's like there's two levels, and it was really cool looking. And so this last one is just like everything did kind of work pretty good together without me, and I got some pretty good scenes. So I just deleted everything else and just going with it. Oh, I don't see it. Oh, now I see someone. The same version or just X? Which one is better? I'm looking for the one that has the airport, etc. Oh, you will want the Steam version today, in today's age. The box version, I actually own it, and actually you will not be able to get, Microsoft will not license it anymore. You would have to have some sort of hacked version, and who knows what's going to go on with that. And besides that, Steam took care of quite a few issues with it. And besides that, it's well worth the fact with Steam that anytime if you do go bad, if you lose it or your computer crashes and you don't have a backup, it's right there to be reloaded right back up again. So I actually had the problem. I really yelled and kind of badly rude to the guy, eventually to the guy that wouldn't, the third time I tried to get them to relicense it, because the backup thing, there was a backup issue where they don't even, there was backup issue, let's just leave it at that. And I'm not sure that they would allow the executables, just like everything restored but the executables. And then something else happened where I get my restore. Oh, it was using the same hard drive. Never used the same external hard drive with Windows backup for 2 different machines, because it actually needs to like take over. It'll overwrite in ways. It's not the main image, but it'll overwrite the backup files, all your personal files with the others. Just say, oh, there's a new set, you know, and then you know, all of that stuff's gone when you go to restore. It was a mess. So I had to like start over with Flight Simulator. But out of the box, I'm just saying, oh man, I can't believe I'm going to go through all this. Luckily, I did have a backup of all these add-ons that I add on over the years, are on that external drive already. Just, you know, it's like backed up in a folder. I have like, you know, add-ons I've installed that are currently installed, and I have another folder, ones that I haven't installed yet, or have decided for some reason not to install them, but keep them. So, yeah, it's you with FSX, you have to get your own. This Photoreal, that there's the mesh type of thing about all the elevations. You can go and get the satellite stars information or whatever they call it. It's like it has all the airports. There's a download, and I have it, and I got actually when I fell into one that's even really more current. I think these guys, I'm not sure it was the guys in France that did it, or if I'm just thinking about the France Photoreal. I'm not going to break up the video right now as we do it, but in between vids, I will show you. If you put on the vid, you can look at it later or whatever. We'll go look at all of those. It's called Free. I know what it's called. It's called Free Mesh X. That's what you want, and it takes a while. It takes a lot to get it all downloaded and understand how to get it installed correctly. There was one worse one. There was somebody has some from Africa that I did. That is not even. Well, it just sometimes the Photoreal comes with its own. This stuff like has elevation data supposed to be in it too, and others may have that stuff. Not little sceneries that people make the airports and stuff, but textures that people are replacing the whole texture. They'll put Photoreal type textures, like in Africa. I think there's some out there this week, and it has, it's we've got these. It's got this elevation fixed data in it too, but all of them are the deals with those are whether they're 79 millimeter or 38 millimeter or 10, and I think I think the smaller the number, the better. What am I thinking? Anyway, the last thing about that is that it doesn't matter if you have the one and there's two sceneries that are activated that are at that level. If it'll always picks the highest resolution one, I was told. So no technical info about that. So as far as getting all of the airport stuff, there's a big database about all of Canada and stuff and all their airports. And I know it's out there, but it looked like, and you talk about all that stars data and all that stuff, and it's there. I just haven't taken on the task of doing that. I've got enough stuff to keep me busy right now without that I thought, well, if I get bored and I want to start saying I want to fly in Canada and I want more of all the airports in Canada, then I would do that. So Google search it. I know Canada, there's stars data or all that airport stuff for Canada. Microsoft already has, it already has I think, well, I think Steam already did the thing to add more airports and there's all that stuff, but, yeah, I think so. It still doesn't have them all at many airports that I've got. You can get free, some free stuff that will add the ILSs to ones that Microsoft didn't have, in case it's something, that you wanted done, especially like ran in and got some good scenery for, and you know that it really has one now, but it didn't back when, the simulator was first made. Usually you can look at some of the avsim.com or flightsim.com or flyawaysim.com, or just do it, I get a lot of stuff, just put it on a general search engine, just put FSX with it, and in front of anything, and find out if there's an ILS for, an FSX ILS and the airport name and the airport designation, whatever, I forget what the ATIS number, not ATIS. What do they call that? KPDX, Portland, and all that. So, yeah. This is not starting the same. No, it is doing different music, isn't it? It sounded like it's starting the same. I need to check that. Hang on. First line the same song over again. Start doing that song. We're all going to go crazy. I shouldn't be doing the same song. It's supposed to be doing... It is. Let's do a different one. I have to have a better method of doing it in the future, but I know in the background, I was supposed to play on this. I have my media players backwards. I'm supposed to be playing the video with the one I'm playing the music with. That one will play the next song. That one, actually, I'm playing it with the right one. It will play it, but I changed the settings. I actually turned off DX10 for this mission. Well, you're welcome. Because, so I was saying, I think there were there's some old FS9 or 2004 textures on this thing. The hole on the inside was like all white, wasn't the paint job wasn't right. And in this particular run, there's not a whole lot of sky stuff. A lot of the DX10 has to do with, improvements and clouds and all that. There isn't any in here anyway. So. Water, dead roof water. Oh, I have to, boy, I wish I could fix that. I'm going to play it longer. Gotta go somewhere with something of a decent length. And just be, there we go, a little background. Sorry about reading that. I was talking and trying to answer that question, and they're playing that same song over and over again. I can't take it anymore. I need to expand and get more kind of music that I can play with these and not get copyright. They're all just default Flight Simulator X songs right now. But these backgrounds, I don't mind this. I think it's kind of cool. These ones are just a little bit of background noise. I can't stand some of this electronic stuff that gets played in some of the backgrounds sometimes. So we'll be getting there soon on this one. Obviously we finally got past Baker Lake. Coming up on Shannon Lake here, which is just down, but I think there's a dam over there. I could have probably done some better shots close to the water, but you know, I'm gonna glide in, so can't play. Don't want to lose too much altitude. That's what happens with the scenery. When it's real scenery and stuff. Sometimes I get carried away trying to look at something, and like, oh, look over there, and oh, forgot to keep flying. I'm inside of that. Oops. There's things I probably would have edited out if I had an editor, but overall, this turned out to be pretty good as it was. So I'm trying to, you can see I'm just trying to give different views and look at things closer, concrete, and it's coming up here pretty quick. I think up here I realized that I haven't shown shots from inside or from, just from the cockpit or from the, man's eye view, and I will here pretty soon. And you can hear the wind and stuff much more when in actual flight. I guess I need to turn that up or something on the recording. The wind is not. This lake up here, I'm not sure if it's actually in a video. I think it is in a video already. It's the one where I was just doing the outtakes and things that I was going to be putting together, right? That one night's kind of a long stream of just me showing a lot of stuff that was going to become a video but didn't, kind of like bloopers and outtakes. It just didn't happen. So, anyway, it was about when you get up here. I was doing the fireworks, 4th of July, and I had a carrier in this looked like fireworks were being shot off the carrier. And this was like this is like a really remote out place for, you know, fireworks to be done, but it was all that fireworks mission that's out there, it's all based on reality. They actually have, you know, fireworks displayed at these places out in the middle of nowhere. And, or this is kind of, it's like that's the one that's way out there. This is it's pretty fun to fly this thing. Decided, even though I don't like the bubble effect, this is kind of, I should get more, I need to zoom out sometimes more than I do just to get those whole overview pictures. They come out looking pretty nice sometimes. The close ones like that are horrible. See, that would have been cut out, all blurred up, unnecessary. Some of the flights can be cut out short if they're too long too, because I don't see the point in some of these live streams where, well, unless, you know, they're just, you know, some 7-hour flight of just looking at the cockpit. You know, as far as videos, I don't think many people have, 6 hours to sit around every day to watch flight, and I try to make my flights more, you know, exciting ones, actually sightseeing and seeing real land structures and the roads, and you know, rather than just always just, you know, the clouds. But it has its place too. Everything kind of has its place. It's really good though when I learned from some of these guys that are doing the flights accurately. You know, it's like really, I'm going back to watch some of this stuff because I like the ones where he explaining the FMC, and I need to learn that better. No more questions? Oh, hi. Oh, all right, somebody showed up. Hi, Aviation. What's in here? What's up? Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're having a good evening. We got a couple of relatively short special flights tonight. 2-flight night. Showing off the some free missions and the free aircraft, and along with my blue sky Photoreal up here in northeast Washington, Cascades. That's Mount Baker, and we're over Lake Shannon. Just came off we actually jumped off of Mount Shukson there. Shukson. I'm not sure how they pronounce that. The fact that you can almost feels like you could see that there's the road to drive on that one. It's like, if there's a car there, you could practically see it up close. Yeah, it's cool. So we'll be landing this thing here in concrete, and then we're going to do a second short mission where I examine the Aurora Borialis mission in a regular 172. It's not just a different paint. I've also got some sort of a all of my paints for that standard have been upgraded, improved textures on the outside. I don't know, just wouldn't say improved. I'd say they're different. You know, they're all the same colors and everything. They just slightly tinted different. It's good. Anyway, so I decided to do that Aurora Borealis thing, and it was kind of short, so I went and got some free scenery for Juneau, Alaska, and popped that in there because it's kind of close, and to turn it into make the evening a little longer. And so after we check out the Aurora Borealis, in a few cities between Haines and Skagway, we're flying over to Juneau. There's one scene that I had in a trial run in that video that I went and checked out really close some of these buildings, and there's at the airport right in Haines, and it was like, I like this little scenery, man. There's like bonfires and the trash cans and stuff, and it's like you could just imagine it being an area where it really was kind of cool. And I didn't get that in this last run, but it's okay. There's other stuff that was something that I probably would have edited in, when I had an editor that I knew how to use. That clear cut right there. I was noticing that a lot of this area looks like these places had been clear cut, and they're like they're pretty matured coming way back. Difference between but in the Washington had done a little better, it seems to me, even though I'm seeing these, than a lot of these clear cuts you see in Oregon all over. And just like those kind of clear cut in there, they're never going to come back. It's not like you can tell a lot of these areas can come back. People should have been, maybe that was before they started replanting or forcing. I don't know if they force them to replant now or not. Probably some small portion. Take out 1 billion and then plant 10 trees and you're cool. That river, what do they call that? Oh, it's at the Skagway River, yeah. There's concrete airport coming up. If you go to the west or southwest, you keep going, it ends up in some of those. You end up in the area where Whidbey Island and all that stuff. Eventually, San Juan Island area. Keep going southwest, and you end up in Seattle. We're gonna go. There's a Cessna over there. We're gonna go and lose some altitude by going up there and turning around. Oh yeah, that's much more pleasant. The background, it's going to repeat. At least that's more pleasant than having something like that other song go over and over. There's the wind. So how are you tonight, aviation flight simulator? Still there? Hey man, if you like these videos, please give a thumbs up and subscribe for more. I'm getting more videos out there. Every couple, I try to make sure I get the worst case. I'm gonna have to be probably forced to go down to like one a week or something here soon. Or right now I'm just pretty much could do it all the time if I wanted to. Well, not all the time, but I'm open to doing more. But haven't been doing more because I've got to do some learning curve. I want to do better. I need to have better production values. Notice the Cessna one that says, yeah, we'll be flying one of those next one. Notice between, if you do watch some of my other videos, especially some of those early, these live ones, which are, and some of them aren't bad, not my earlier videos. Notice in a couple of the live ones, which, that, we get the jerking problems, and I'm probably complaining about it, going, just don't know about this and stuff. You can see it in many other people's. You'll notice that it's a telltale, it's only a little jerk thing, But look how smooth it is running. As long as I don't have OBS, it's just OBS that kills it. If I was actually flying this right now with OBS, it's okay too, but no, it's not. It's OBS. As soon as I start doing all that, it's just too much. I don't think I have it needs multi-threading, and I need more bandwidth in my memory. So if I was flying this, we would be seeing a lot of jerking, perhaps delays, but it's nice and smooth when that's not running. So this is more of an example of how pleasant it can be for me. And in places I know, it's so nice to see those real roads and real houses. It's something to look at. Eye candy is cool and pleasant. See, if you hit this, a lot of people complain that don't like blue sky scenery stuff, but I know it's, we know it's limited. These guys did a heck of a job putting all this together with the technology that you had at the time, trying to keep you the fact that coloring issues a picture taken of the same place with a different camera, with a different shade, different time of day. These guys are awesome, and people don't understand. I think these people that complain about it don't really kind of know how to use it and just respect its benefits versus its limitations versus differences. Really wished it had night textures, and it kind of nighttime in Flight Simulator with this stuff is dark. But it's pretty dark even in regular Flight Simulator as far as the outskirts areas, you would expect it to be. But they can be dark even in the cities. But some light does break through in some bright cities, and it actually is not too bad either. I'm taking my time on this run because previous runs of me getting down, I'm trying to make sure, both because I want to get the camera shots and everything, and I've got plenty of time to do that and get down low enough to land later, because you only got one chance. See, with Seattle being a 3-hour drive, I'd say this is probably a 3.5, 4-hour drive from where I'm at. So yeah, I'll be going ahead and posting this up. And if you like this stream and the quality of this video and want to see more, please give it a thumbs up so that people can, so it goes up, on searches. Appreciate it very much. Hit that subscribe button and the bell, get it notified when I'm going to have other live streams and other videos get posted. You can check out on my site. I have some of the training lessons. I'm gonna do eventually the ILS lessons, but I'm gotta go through them best. I have my pilot lessons in this thing, but I don't think I got the ILS yet. I might have actually now. But some of those lessons have to have some little errors fixed in them. Some of them don't have to have the error, but it's good to know about that error fixed. But it's good to know about what's wrong with it, so you don't get stuck like so many people get. Kind of, if you're really not familiar with Flight Simulator, you're going through those lessons and you get to certain ones and you just go, what? Because it's not working the way that it's supposed to. So watch those for the fixes for the lessons. Watch other ones for just the eye candy. Try to get and for the information, most of the stuff I say again is free add-ons that you can go get yourself. And the thing is for people to see that even with the budget machine, with the Steam edition, you don't have to tweak too much either. But there's a few tweaks that you still want to do in certain cases. And I'll be having videos on those too about the CPU, job scheduler mask or whatever. The few things that I do to the FSX config. Just a couple now, I think. Buffer pools equals 0. Don't use them. And make sure it knows that I have that affinity mask. That's what I'm thinking about, the affinity mask for your CPU. Because I don't have hyper-threading on this, so I think I use 15 on this quad core. Non-hyper-threading CPU. Okay, we're coming down into concrete. Washington. Is he gonna make it? Me trying to give different views and stuff like at the same time while I'm trying to land is really, really risky. That's why I'm, especially when I haven't flown this that much. So just that distracted me, and I almost got off onto the path. But here we go. And I don't show him running.
Successful landing.
That's what you hear. Clearly, that's his feet. Dum, 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 dum. So there you have it. A successful mission. And we're looking at the buildings and scenery that are on there. A lot of those are obviously some stock buildings. Where are we going on? Yeah, it's almost. Alright, so stay tuned. Hey, don't go away. We're gonna see the FSX implementation of the Aurora Borealis coming up. We're gonna fly through that puppy. And we'll fly to Juneau after that. Juneau, everybody. Remember, I used to love that show, Northern Exposure. It wasn't about Juneau, but I really liked that show. Hauling, whatever, Dr. Joel. Okay, so it looks like he ended there. I want to just know that there's reward, the Cascades Handglider mission. So we're going to end that here. And we'll start this one. And we'll turn this off until we know that we want it at all. Okay, so here was this crazy. Look at this. This was crazy. I was like, what? Check that out. I've never seen falling stars. Is this going to work? Look at that.
Welcome to the mission.
Did you see that?
Get set.
Never seen that before. I'm actually gonna stop that. And we're gonna replay that. There we go. All right, we're off to see the Aurora Borealis. Check it out.
Welcome to the mission. Get set up. Lift off to about 6,000 feet to clear the mountains and head for Skagway to observe the Aurora Borealis over the airport. You should also get a first view of the Aurora Borealis as you take off.
Little Dipper.
But the 3 effects used are short-lived.
There, it goes off right away once here. And it's kind of weird looking over the, and it turns color. Oranges and green and then it goes away, and then I'm gonna get a close-up shot of this town. It was funny. I'd never, that's a specific building as far as this scenery. That was cool. I didn't show too much of the before.
The Aurora Borealis should start to appear as you get within about 3 miles of the Skagway Airport. Recommend you use outside view. There should be 3 different light effects, with each one only lasting several seconds. The Aurora should also appear shortly after landing.
She's kind of funky. Wish there was a real person there. Anyway, we're going to see this specific building here, I think. Something air shoot. Didn't get as good of a shot of it as I wanted to. On a mount run. It was on one of the previous runs. But I did good enough on this one by itself. I decided just to let it go. But that is where I wish I would have, I probably would have edited in if I had my editor. And just going by there, and we're really close to one of those little sections in there. It's like you can't see it from far away, but it's really cool when you get close. I do try to go back to get a little, but that's part of it. You don't really see how detailed and good it's done until you get close to it. Really close. Is there, the trim in here? That's that patio area down there. All the patio stuff. It's really nice when you get close to it. Talk more about these stars, the planets, being all having all the free upgrades for those in the Sky. I have all the EMP series. They don't do quite as much as the spendy cost ones, but they take care of it. They take care of any of the problems that were there, and they do have some, obviously big enhancements where I have billions of more stars than the default. And I could show the planets' names if I wanted to, but that's something else you do with flight simulator, the educational on the space thing. One of these days I'm gonna redo. I found it's kind of neat to do a shuttle and go way up really high sometimes. So we get that glimpse at the beginning, and we have to. Right now, I'm gaining as much altitude. We're gaining altitude. Because if we just go right off this, I went ahead and programmed in the GPS a direct to the Skagway Airport, because there's no flight plan in this by default, and but it'll turn you right. That's where they want you to go to 6,000, because they want to turn you right into this mountain to go. When you really could have gone the other way on the mountain and just kind of gone around it. There's a default anomaly. Oh yeah, up here we do not have photoreal. This is about I don't have photoreal in Alaska. We have sceneries, got all the airport stuff, but specific sceneries for little areas. I don't have too much installed yet. I have to get it up here. I used to have more in my previous iteration, which was the box version. There's a like ad. Finally. Someone appreciates me. That GPS version 6, gosh, I love that GPS. It gives you so much good information. There's a lot of auto VOR. Shows us traffic. What am I doing over here? Get the panel up here. We're going to see if we're trying to tuning in the nav. I think that was for the Skagway Airport one. I was watching my needle. Switch it over to nav over to the radio instead of the GPS. Then I went back to GPS. It's funny, I was watching Brian Christopher's slots today. He was doing one where he's like, I didn't have a fresh video, but I had this old stuff around, and so his video today was of his slots of him watching this, doing the slots that had no commentary or something, said, because there was like no sound or something for all these, and so we're watching him do a live stream of him watching himself watching the videos. It's coming, I'm kind of like coming here. What was I doing? Yeah, we come up here. I might use this place. I'm going to do some things for Christmas. I might use this place for like a launching point up here because it looks cool. This airport at Skagway with this scenery. It's kind of cool. Kind of looks like we're, some top secret area or something going underneath a mountain. Coming up here pretty soon. Get over this other mountain, I think. Yeah, just over this other mountain. We'll start to see views of our destination airport, and we're going to be flying through the Aurora Borealis soon. The way it's implemented, it doesn't happen real fast enough, but I hung out on another run one time at the Skagway Airport, and it started going off again, so you can hang out there. And wait for it to happen some more. I'm not sure about the details right now about exactly how long it will last for or what. But I guess you just have to be there at the right season and at the right times. I didn't realize I'd come. I found that they want us at 6, but if we're at about 5,600 or around in that area, that's how you can actually, like, instead of being above it or below it, be like You'll see. If you stick around, you'll see. Well, let's put a little, forgot about our background music, didn't I? Right, let's go back. So there's your that default scenery. No photoreal here, but we still have all the elevation corrections. All that. So here I think we're going to start to see a peak over this mountain. We have to be, it starts at around 3, just when you get to about 3 miles. The airport, and you can see on the GPS that we're 10.6 miles away right now. Getting a little look at our pilot, Mr. I don't know, Mr. Pilot Brown. Pilot JJ. Oh, with the old, I was gonna say, the old locational, you get moving around trying to do viewing and flight simulator, and you get the old flight simulator whip around, view flip or something, do a zoom, move it and zoom in at the same time. I'm trying to look at the cockpit from the outside. I have installed, I think I have 3 views, additional views in here. This actual tail view where you're on top of the thing is a different view. It's not a default view. I almost I should write some of this stuff down when I was doing it so that, I can forget exactly how I did the views and go back and look at it. Oh yeah. Up, y'all having a evening piece at the There you go. See, I don't know. I mean, just looked at. It's just like a little rainbow thing sitting there, but it looks like it's an entrance into a cave or something there. No, it's one of those I don't like. Ooh, I don't like this at all. That's good back there. Okay, it's coming up here pretty quick, I think. time is it? Oh, wait. I'm craving. Oh, no, it's not. Huh? Yes, it is. Craving a beer. Okay, here we go. We're going to be 3.8 miles. I just thought that was just cool seeing those falling stars, the shooting stars in Lexington. That's kind of finding that once in a million chance, I think. There we go. Here comes the little green showing up there, and I know that I'm too high. I want to get down. So at this point and such, I don't want this autopilot to mess with me at all. There we go. We're above, and now I kind of go down into the middle of it. Check out, it's like, orange and green, top and yellow, right in the middle of it. And then it just kind of goes away. There'll be more. So, that was just by chance to discover that you could do that. We're not going to fly through the middle of it like that because we're trying to keep this thing short and make sure that the recording stayed as a single recording rather than splitting. Secret airport in Alaska. Secret underground nuclear installation. landing. Why don't you tell me whether you like it with music or background, or if you'd rather have it off with no music. I'd like to hear people comment about that. And if you like me commenting and talking about some of that stuff, or Ray, just tell me that. Put it in the description and shut up. Without Photoreal, that's pretty cool up here when it's snowy.
Successful landing and another Aurora appearance.
Just cool. I'm kind of proud of that landing. And check these buildings out on the side here. Like the hotel, like a big old hotel, and some planes already. I'm having trouble getting the view. Yeah, I start to want to get a good view, and I end up getting bad stuff. Well, I'll get it together and see all this kind of a thing would be cut out. Oh, and then I discover, oh my gosh, we're having another Aurora Borialis again. And the moon's behind it there. Want to turn off that that success thing, but to do that I have to turn off the mouse view. That is, I've actually seen Aurora Borealis, and it is kind of like that. It's like there, and then it's like not, you know. Although in this case, I don't think that's not exactly like that. I think it's incredible. It's like smooth there. Here I've gone just too far. All that would have been cut out. Some good views from that. Well, that was pretty cool with that being back there. I was wishing it would like show up like that. And that's probably Venus right up there, or Mars. I'm not sure if I had the labels on it. Like, I want to go there. Let's go. I mean, that's really nice. See, now the trees do come through. We're on the airport. I wish the trees, sometimes there were trees that come through there. Oh wait, not Photoreal. But it does still with Photoreal. If they're on the airport. That's the little hotel room resort in Skagway. Oh, no, that's not it. I was also noticing the carnival back here. There's a Ferris wheel and a bunch of like little game things, booths, and that sign says. I didn't even try to read it before, and I Yeah, Ferris wheel. Bunch of carnival booths. There's Alaska on that label. Okay, I was tempted to try through that thing and see if we end up in, out of the Matrix or something. But since I really wanted to make sure the mission did not contain a crash and stayed live. This is all, like I say, I'm not doing this flight now, but it was all done. It's all done live, but not cut. An hour before. They just cannot stream. If I tried to stream this flight actually live, we would have been seeing all kinds of jerky. But and I like the fact that it's free to the amateur. Concentrate on the flight when I'm flying, concentrate on the stream when I'm streaming it. Kind of working out. I have to get my editing capabilities back, and maybe we can put together some good stuff and then stream it. Like streaming the movie or something. Boy, it would take a lot of work, but it sure would be nice that when it comes to Photoreal and it looks like that, it gives us a Photoreal. Get the same kind of effect on the flip. Photoreal, because you just can't. You can imagine these pictures are taken from the satellites, and you're slapping it over the terrain, and so it's not that you can't see that kind of detail at the angle when you have thousands of views that satellite up in the air. I'm experimenting with these sitting on the wing. This is these views that I don't think comes as the default. You can add a views and the aircraft big. The background, how to do it. Checking out, what am I doing? Oh, I'm changing, I'm getting prepared for Juneau and setting up the GPS with a direct to Juneau. Right there. Go back to the map. It's 68.2 miles away. Now have the line shown on the map to go the correct way, but if I actually turn that on, which I think I do for a second here, we might, I know on one, we might actually, in one flight I did this with no problem because it was already high, and one flight it was like, oh no, you're just going to run on the side of the mountain, and in this one, I'm not sure what we did. I'm going to find out. Oh, this is the one that it starts to take off into that valley. It's going to do it. It's like, no, yeah. And I stop it. This one I'm successfully stopping it and not hitting the side of the mountain. Because I thought I had a good take before. But I'm glad I kind of didn't, just because of those falling stars at the very beginning. Man, it's like right there at the beginning. But if I had not hit the pause button, I'd have never seen that. Never saw it. Because, you're just... Overall, I'm very happy with how these two flights came out. might do some more soaring at that one mission. There's 4 other optional destinations on there. Bellingham, it'd be like going all the way in, probably like if we kept going west on that river. I always think it's farther south. I think you have to be just like go straight west off that mountain, jump off the mountain, and keep going. Yeah, if you watch this stuff later and you have any questions, if you weren't here during the actual live stream, any questions or comments, please do comment. I will check them and respond if there's any questions about have any problem finding the missions or getting them to work. And of course, do a like and subscribe. If you're picking up the hobby. Well, you already have it, just get some time and want to, see if I have found something that you want to add to yours or not. Of course, a lot of you move beyond that. I can't even run. I can't believe. So I thought, well, these computers are now fast enough to do what they're promised to living around. So when they were just, everything was just a lie. Essentially, you can do this, yeah, if you couldn't do them. They couldn't really do the stuff worth garbage back then. That's why the covers of your software look all awesome. What's going on? And you put it in there, it goes like stick man. And I thought it's finally get there, and this is great, but this is like pushing this generation of 4-2 quads to the limit. And of course, in the memory bandwidth to the limit. So I believe I'm back in the boat of having to, think of buying another generation computer. If I want to actually live stream and live fly, I would have to. I'm glad I went ahead. That's what I'll do sometimes. You know, it's like if I'm gonna go somewhere, or if I want to see but I just like I did with this. Well, if it's not already too long, you know, what's close to there, or if I'm going to buy something if we buy something, check and find out if there's some scenery there, or if I just want to, now what I'm trying to say is that if I don't know what I want to do, say, well, I want to find some place to go check out some scenery there, and get it downloaded, install it, and go run it. And some of it is just, you know, some of it's been, is amazingly good, but you don't have to worry about, Half Moon Bay, there's one out there. Half Moon Bay scenery is, looks good, but you better have a power machine. If you don't get it, it's just throws this thing through a loop. But some of them don't really. They're just fine, and that's what's like this place down here. It should have showed it better. It really should have showed it better. I like the whole patio area. So, I'm sure here I am wondering how many more miles to go. I'll pull up the GPS. Oh no. Yeah, wait till you're on the cloud. Why that is still showing. It's disappeared. Go away. Yeah. I want that the media player thing is showing. That is the Little Dipper. There, the moon's been replaced from the default. I think I got a free moon enhancement too. Don't remember whose. Actually, I have a sun and moon enhancement thing. Mod. And it seems kind of, I'm looking around the sky for it. Now, if this was DX9, this is DX10. DX9, the sky would be way darker. Don't know what it is about that. That is as a result, I think, well, I don't know. Obviously, DX10. Without the ENB series fixes, cloud thing, it's the free one, not the expensive one. Not sure if that's going to be effective. Actually, that only works for, I think it only works for, no, it doesn't. Okay, absolutely nothing to do with it now, right? It's, because that doesn't even come into effect, I think, unless you're in DX9 mode. It actually displays a little thing, DX9 mode. It ain't there with DX10. So, it's a lot, suddenly my sky's kind of, I figure it's a lot, here, maybe that's just because of the snow. It's supposed to be snow time, and that's what happened the whole time. Juneau. Oh, I know, if I wasn't worried about copyright, I'd be playing the Northern Exposure song. Northern Juneau. get some moose scenery. Walking around at the airport. Heading to Juneau. I think here for a little while it's going to be a little bit of lengthy. I don't move around for a little bit. Something happened. Some cats. I think cats happen here for just a little bit. This is one of those. Are you back? Hey, what up? What up? going away from it. The arrow's going. No, it's not. It's right. I'm confused with which one. The white one. The white arrow. That's pointing forward. That would mean that even if I switched it over, nav it should stay on course. But it looks like the modifier kind of start to go out and go back. No, I wasn't doing that yet, because what I'm trying to do here is get that 109.9 with the iOS frequency. So on my nav 1 radio tuned there, and noting that it's 62 is the heading limit with the actual runway, which we had a course select. We didn't queue up course selector. I should have changed the course. BS to 62. That's why it's not even supposed to do things right. I'm still running on real flying, and I'm still getting VOR stuff still sometimes. The VOR needle sometimes gets confusing for me, but I get it, but I forget. So I have to review. I finally actually got it the other night, but by the help of someone else's video, just kind of reaffirming, again, the whole purpose of it. The first time you turn it, that needle's going to move again. You don't worry about it. You're just taking the first heading change. And you wait till you get a lot closer or something. Adjust it again, stay on the vector. I understand how the vectors work, and theory is a little cloudy when you ever thought about it. About those angles. The fact that you're not going to be like right on it, straight towards you, you're just going to be hitting somewhere. Necessarily rewarded somewhere, make it further corrections as you go. Actually, it's the needle that's always like once it's set right, it always just thinks that it's always heading towards the actual pointing to the radio beacon. Not you pointing towards it. There, finally, close enough, I guess, start picking up the comm of either Seattle Center or, not Seattle Center, some center, maybe it was Juneau. So I turned on nav 1 to see if the radio would come in and set at 109. What was on the map. Oh, comms at 133.9. I don't know if I got set that right correctly, but somehow I did. There. All the yellow ones in the there, got the GPS of all the Yellow ones are your VORs. Pink ones are Airpport. I'm not showing NDVs. I could, but I'm not. Shadow warrior at night kind of play here. It's getting kind of dark, but again, I noticed the problem with this plane or this paint. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm gonna have to, if that's normal or not, but the lights don't appear to be working. You can only, they're working, but certain angles you can't see them. Sides, it seems like you should be able to see them, but on the front end you can't. I think we're going to turn over here on the front right there, so you can see the back one on there. Why can't you see that backlight when you're behind it? And then there you can see the strobes on the side of the wings there. And then when you're on the side and you're looking at the bulb, there's no strobe. What? That may have to do with that supposed upgrade to textures. You have to be very careful with free add-ons, and that's why a lot of these, some of them, they're really neat in that, but you have to, some of them you have to fix them. Things becomes handy to know. Sometimes they just leave a pathway to a flight plan they had on when they were doing it, and you just got to go and delete that. You don't have a flight plan, there's no GPS, which might be, if they needed one. Sometimes it turned out that they didn't even really need, you don't really need that flight plan a lot of times. It's not, it was like something that they saved, that they were doing, but sometimes you do. Sometimes it's flight for all I'm missing the flight one. So if you find it in the package somewhere, it's like you can make that all work. Usually put it in my own, wherever all the flight plans stay for my own stuff. That's usually what's the solution. Dig it, drag it, where all your flights are. Where all your other ones get saved by default. That's been the solution sometimes. But you can see within the flight the .flp file is readable, and that's where you can change at least your starting plane. If the mission changes planes, and you can't change them when they're changing it, you can change the beginning point, or it's just a simple point. So I could be flying in the same mission. Same goals and completely different planes. You can cheat. Ones that say, if ones are designed to try to teach you something, a smaller plane, cheating is a powerful plane. So you can see we're coming up on Juneau. We have some traffic shown on the radar to our right, but you can't see them really. I'm going to go off of nav GPS, and I'm going to go to a heading here because I'm not risking trying to get this small plane so you can fly. Just too much hassle trying to get there. Do an ILS in a small plane I could, but I think I just decided to go off the GPS and go to a heading that will align me up with that runway real quick. Runway 8. Those green lines that hang out on the I can't expand it now. Those green, I forget what they call them. Those are where it's like it goes out 5 miles. Where the lights, the entry points are. And on here you will see this radar, this GPS. When you hit the off thing, you can go in and select approach, another airport zone. Here, take the map up. What are we doing here? We're getting close enough to ask for airspace.
Juneau Airport information. Yes, 0158 from north. Wind calm. Visibility is greater than 20 miles. Guidance is clear. Temperature 15.5. Altimeter.
Checking the weather.
ILS. Runway 8 continues. Landing and departing runway 8. CFR aircraft with a direction of flight. All aircraft reach hold your instructions.
So anyway, those green things become very handy on the GPS radar to see that I want to head a little bit north, and like right now, and just start going off. I don't want to head straight towards the airport. I want to straight out a little bit so I can hit that. Line up the runway and hit the right there. When you do it right with the radio, and I put the nav on and look that it's working right, for some reason, I don't know why this time I just got lazy. But I should have been able to put the nav off, but I didn't want anything to go wrong recording it. It's just sometimes you can have trouble trying to get text to localizer and have it bring you in completely all the way around from the moment that that nav radio picks up that Morse code on the beacon. You should be able to. I mean, you can't really do it at the moment. That's the mistake. You really can't do it at the moment. You kind of have to be. At least I've seen to be up there like a little bit closer. But you could just try to do it now just because it's picked up on the radio. Oh, this is something I wish I did. Happens occasionally. It looks like my PC was get behind there. And like, really did. It's a hiccup going on with you can't go to the virtual cockpit view because it's not drawing yet. And I wanted to, as soon as I just get out of view. In a little bit, I figure it out. I'm trying to do stuff, so I just started using the pop-ups panels for a little bit. Yeah, I was trying to change my heading, and I can't get to the virtual right now. It would look like terrible. But after I get straightened out, I go ahead and go in there, and I just take a view out the window for a while and stay. You got to stay in there. If it doesn't catch up real quick, you got to stay in there for a little while and hope it doesn't crash. I was occasionally having crashes. Really don't have very many crashes at all since the Steam version. It's definitely better in that area than but I still do. Because when something like that happens, if you start clicking away, still keep trying to do a whole bunch of other stuff, it can just like, yeah. Suddenly you're going, nothing's. I think the box, that's one of the things that they've done with the box version. You had to know, you wanted to stop a lot of crashes, you had to change this DLL. Somebody eventually came up with a fix that fixes this big thing, I guess, that they discovered was causing it. And I think I discovered that it had already been taken care of, and SU, you don't have to do that. And new people to buy it. Okay. Everybody who has stopped by, I really appreciate you hanging out, checking out for a while. If you didn't have time to stay around, I hope you come back later and watch the recorded live stream. We're recording this for posterity, I don't know. Permanent recording is now, this flight is now official. We will be out there soon. Almost 15 miles to go. We'll be there. And I was surprised that even with, I'm going to say this part is no Photoreal, but it looks pretty, at least with the elevations and then the scenery that we're checking out. Pretty nice, you get the idea of what it would probably be like in reality. Shadow Light. Shadow Warrior. See all those stars, man. This is a Big Dipper. This is a Little Dipper. Say hi. Oh. Hey Nick, how you doing? How are you tonight? My beacon is not. Oh, you know, I just made, like I said, I just made a comment that these are these like supposedly upgraded external textures for the default Cessna 172. And I was just noticing that myself, you can, that there's appears to be issues with their lights. You can see them from the front. You can see the, which ones you talking? You said the beacon. Oh, you look, if you look there, you can see it blinking there, but you can't see it here from the back. But hopefully, I did it earlier, and hopefully I'm going to do that again, I think, here soon, where from the front you can see them. Something was, I'm going to be checking that out, because the lights are all on. All of them are on right now, even the landing light for those that are landing soon. Yeah, I think it was even mentioned in the package that there was something like this is supposed to be fixing lights, or I have something that's supposed to fix lights for the DX10, but no, it's about some of these paints that people do, repaints and stuff like that. Some of them that I got commented about how they couldn't do something with the lights because it was on the model of the plane instead of in the texturing of the plane. So sometimes people try to do this stuff, so I'm not sure what the case is here, but just a little earlier I just talked about that and I just showed how they're on it. If we see a view from the front again of the plane, you'll see that you can see the light. It's like you can see the tail light. And, sure as day from the front, I'm going, well, how can you not see it from the back? You can see it sticking up there in the dark. And this, what they say right here, is that's having a problem. And here's that's why I didn't go in the cockpit, because all of a sudden I was like, the PC was having an issue. So looking out this window for a second, and then it finally fixes itself. In just a second, I can see it's still not done, and there it goes. Finally popped in and go, finally have my cockpit back. And it scares me to stay on it sometimes because I've had the system crash during one of those ones. It's like, oh, it's blue, it's not keeping up. And then program stopped. So that's always scary when that happens. So yeah, if you weren't here earlier, man, you check it out. It's like a 2-flight night here with we've seen flown through the middle of the Aurora Borialis, and the first flight is a unique Handglider, free downloadable Handglider, and mission in Cascades. That turned out pretty good. For the fact that I've had to do this way because I can't stream directly the flight at the same time. It puts too much of a load on my system. So earlier I just did these flights and recorded them, and they turned out good enough without having any, too many bad parts or anything that need to be edited. I decided to put them together and get them uploaded, get them through streaming because of losing the YouTube editor. YouTube got rid of its editor, and that's what I was using, and I have to learn another editor before I can perfect videos and put overlays and anything kind of stuff again. If you subscribe to my channel and see any of my earlier videos, see it, you can insert, the text, and they have titles at the beginning that run for a second. And there's transitions and stuff like that. So until I get myself educated in this and another editor, I didn't know if they actually stopped it back in September, late September. They gave us a decent, it wasn't the greatest editor, but it was pretty easy. And here I'm trying with this GPS, this version 6 of it's in the credits. This is Monroe. His name Albert Monroe or something like that. I'm trying to decide with the landing about all that, whether I would want to use. Yeah, it's not tuned. I can't figure out why at the time why the ILS is not tuned, because I could have swore the nav is just sitting there going off. That's what you're hearing right there. It's like nav is connected, so why is it not? So the question came into my head that this is the scenery that we're seeing here, that's free, that I just downloaded today. and it said in things about it, adding an ILS to runway 8, and I looked at mine before, but it was like it's already got one. I thought I could look before a minute. Just like adding another one, but there's only one listed, so I don't know if that's if that's messing with this or not. But I decided just to, I decided to forego an ILS landing here. So obviously we can see anyway with all this snow up in Alaska. You can imagine it could be, kind of like bright night skies, right, like that, because all the reflection of the snow. Besides that, a plane like this is so easy to fly that you don't really have to keep an eye on the plane, unless you can't see. I just watched another guy's video, kind of gone from this, watching, some real pilots, some real plane videos. These guys and they're just doing ILS timing. God, that's a real jet, real flight. And yeah, you can't see Shinola, boy. You gotta trust that, everything's cool out there. And I was counting, I'm looking at it, I'm going, when is it gonna be able to, here's a real plane and a real flight, and it's really bad. When is he gonna be able to see that airport line light, And it wasn't until 300 feet that you could see anything. You couldn't see nothing. So 300 feet. There's not much time left, I would say that would be barely, probably just like, you're at that couple of second decision time right then that he would have to be going, wait a minute, I don't see the airport, and I'm at 300 feet. I wonder what it is, 200 feet? Get to 200 feet, can't see the airport. Get the heck out of there. Yeah, I would say the thing with these textures is if it is affecting the lights, I'm going to take them off. Or I'm going to see if it's going to be that easy to take them back off. And see if light functions come back. Because that can be sometimes these free add-ons can be dangerous and have bugs in them. I've got a mission that I downloaded that now that I thought would be a good one that's within my Photoreal areas and range, and it uses SimBar, which is some advanced mission stuff in it, but it just keeps crashing, so it actually crashes the entire system, so not the entire system, FSX. And I tried a couple of things to make sure it just shouldn't, but it's got to be someone. It literally, it's got to be in its XML code. It's doing something wrong. So it's like, uninstall that one. Get that one. So here we go. See now all these sceneries people don't it's just the airport area, but it's better than, even if sometimes if they're not much, it's better than nothing, there could be nothing out here, but I'll be here we got a nuclear plant. Even though it's just showing up new, hey, as soon if you say rewind, you can see some of the highlights. We're almost done here. So I really appreciate everybody that has popped in and checked in, and those of you stuck around. Please hit a like on the thing, and if you missed part of it, it will be, keep it up there. It'll be unlisted by default at first, and then I'll wrap some things up. It'll be available. You should be able to get it if you're already on the thing, or you can go to my channel, subscribe, hit the bell for future stuff. Tell me what you think, whether you like these things with music or not with music in the background. And anyway, so you can watch it later or into it now. Pretty good. Successful 2 flights without too much problem. A lot of content in a couple of hours rather than just big long forever flying, straight up in the air with no eye candy. Lots of eye candy for tonight. It's an awesome stream working out tonight compared to some of the issues I have sometimes. Take in with the issues of not really being able to stream and fly at the same time. Look at the, anyway, let's talk about that. There's some sort of like a Capitol building. I don't know how much that was the point of coming here was to check this out, so I think I drive around for a while. We're going to taxi around for a little while and check out the scenery. What they've done, what this guy did. Again, the guy who made the scenery and the guys who made the missions are in the credits. I believe I got these from AVSim. Usually AVSim or see the flyway. Oh, right here. Just going, oh, man, this guy almost hits me. I couldn't believe that. I'm like, wait, dude. It does that a lot to me, actually. They try to get you. Try to get me. I'm like, paranoid. I have seen that and other like takeoffs with jets and so forth. It's like, really? I'm in a tight spot over here and it'll challenge you. And he's like right behind me. I do have a lot of, AI. I don't have the, I'm actually not that unhappy with, I don't have that FSX, I like it a lot, the cargo thing or whatever, but my thing was to say how much, people surprised at how much it does do on its own that you never see people, they want to sell what they have, so they don't really show you that there's really quite a bit there on its own. And anyway, so, or things that you, the AI that you get for free, right? Take off from San Diego now, or San Francisco, or place at the right time of day. Yeah, see Juneau right on the building. And there'll be all kinds of aircraft and little things to look out for. I'll be like in a tight spot, like I was saying. It's like some gas truck will like decide to crowd me here. And I started picking up on it, that it would happen again and stuff. Accidentally. So I guess we're just kind of, boy, that's a little annoying. I try to move around slower. And, everybody knows you gotta think slow with the camera. So that's not too bad, for, that would probably an empty airstrip. You'd be lucky to have like lights in a single building there or something probably normally. So what else? Anything left? So pretty soon here, we'll let this play out. You never know what Oh yeah, I think I decided to cut engines. Oh, there, that guy's gone now, but there you can see that light up from that angle. So I was actually flying at the time. I could have shown the guy that it was, David not actually flying. This is about recording the eye candy and the functionality of the missions and showing off the just a review of the sceneries and the strange way that FSX implements the Aurora Borialis. That is default. That's not a really upgraded. It is out there. You just have to. This guy took the time in the mission to have the figure out what times and put them together. So there's the mission still, and we're gonna go to standby here and call her a day. There we go. And thanks for watching the show tonight here on All Things Flight Simulator X.